That is the actual reason. So I've connected the server. You kindly provided me with the STV. I guess since we do have 6 players on each team, are they just waiting for the get-go from us?
Yeah, quite likely. I've got everything set up, you know, live stats, good to go, STV, good to go. So, yeah, I could tell them. If you're in STV.
Pretty good. I am in STV. I've got the live stats set up. I'm all ready to watch this game unfold before us. So, yeah. I'm hyped for this. I'm really looking forward to this game on Granary. We haven't seen a Granary game yet. We've seen a few Badlands games, seen a few Process games, but we haven't seen any of the teams face it out the 3rd round on Granary, so this will be really interesting. I'm going to get the match page up as well and just see how both of these teams have been doing and what a victory for either of these teams means in terms of the group stages of the Archimedes Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to join in. If you have just joined us here on teamfortress.tv, this is our coverage of the first TF2 Centre Archimedes Cup, sponsored by Scrap.tf. We're about to go into this 3rd round game of the group stages. It's Aurora Esports versus Comunidade, the Portuguesa New Wave edition. And we have 12 players on the server. They're chomping at the bit to go. And I'm going to tell them that we're ready.
Yeah, definitely. I am actually looking at the table at the moment. It seems like this is Group 2, Aurora Esports against Comunidade, Portuguesa New Wave Edition. So they have actually had one team drop from this group, Casual Slot. So that essentially makes it a battle of 3 teams. The other team here, Brigada Anti-TZTZ, however on earth you're supposed to pronounce that. So that's the other team in this group, along with the 2 teams on the server. So it seems like both of these teams currently, Aurora Esports and Comunidade, have beaten the other team, which puts them both at the same amount of points. So whoever wins this is going to come out top of the table, and whoever loses this, it looks like is going to be 2nd. So this is really the big match to settle it in Group 2 to decide who comes out on top. It's going to be going to Granary, and it looks like we're going to be going live pretty soon. Should we run through some of the rosters, Admirable?
Yeah, I've been just investigating the Aurora Esports soldiers there, and it seems that both of them are running the shotgun, so I'm not sure who is going to be playing roamer. Maybe it's going to change up, but that might be problematic for them. But it's going to be Uncut is Mad and Viacon playing soldier, Jack Frost and Demoman, Rainbow Milk, who is their buddy medic, had played previously in the Highlander Open, and on Scout you're going to have Effect and Sergeant Ninja Cat. I like that. Then on the Comunidade de Portuguesa New Wave Edition, we heard a little of their backstory there from the Reddit post. And they're going to have San Alex on Medic, their buddy, TX playing Demo, Alex on Roamer, Edward on Pocket, and Simba and Ozka playing the scouting roles.
Well, there's the rosters. The teams are going to be going live pretty shortly. Do you have any predictions for this? Do you think the jumpers are going to come out on top? Do you believe in the German superiority? It's a German league. The German admins hide their players from ban, or whatever that famous comment was that was made on the ETF12 forums once.
Yeah, I'm probably going to favour the Portuguese, definitely. Yeah, I'm just double checking here actually. I had those ETF12 aliases on, and I think Suyooo doesn't have them on, so that soldier, I said Uncut is Mad, is actually Shadowstorm in game. I'm set up right, so we're all looking at the same thing here, but all the other names were the same. But I got to favour the Portuguese. I've heard their story, but maybe you're going to cheer for the Germans, Sideshow. I don't know.
Absolutely, I'll favour the Germans. Germans are always incredible at this game. Germans always at the top of the scene. I'm currently watching TX as he rolls out here, though, the demo man. He's going to be rolling out bottom right, it looks like, going through that ramp room area. So he's going to meet Jack Frost as he goes out the more normal demo man route. I'm just looking at what's happening here. They have lost a player fairly early, the Portuguese team, and their medic is incredibly weak, just boxed in that corner. They've not got very much position, but they've managed to come back with 2 frags of their own. They've picked up the demo man and the soldier here, Shadowstorm and Jack Frost both going down, and now Alex getting really aggressive, on that top area. Does get taken out, but has managed to force off the Uber charge. San Alex doesn't quite have his Uber up, but does just about get it now. So they're going to be coming back in, but it looks like this could possibly be a bit of a bad Uber unless they can catch off Rainbow Milk or Viacon in that corner. No, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to, but neither team's managed to stake a claim on this midpoint Admirable yet.
We had the Scout of Oz going all the way around, wrapping out through that ramp room and trying to put her under Rainbow Milk. Got that medic down as low as 35, but couldn't land the fatal shot. So after a long and protracted middle, the Portuguese have taken control of it, but both teams have shown good awareness here. They've been maneuvering around each other with respect to the man advantages and the position, so they've set themselves up nicely for a real slugfest here. And this is sort of your bread and butter on ground. This transitions between middle and second can be really difficult, but straight away Simba and Ozga find that frag onto Shadowburn or Shadowstorm on the flank. Jack Frost is going to kill off Simba, but the Portuguese have just rotated their entire team through the left there, avoiding that fight in the other yard, and then they're being hounded down here. They're losing players, but the Ubers come in from San Alex. He's sitting here with his demo man, Jack Frost. They're looking for frags here. Or sorry, San Alex is below there with Edward, but it's Rainbow Milk and Jack Frost on the blue side who had popped off as well. Both teams trading Ubers here, but it seems to be working out well for our Germans, Aurora Esports. But as I say that, Sideshow, they're all just going to die. Edward with the rockets to the back. It's going to be difficult for them here. They need Viacon to respawn or get back there quickly, but he can't even make it out, and they're just going to stack the point. No stickies on the point to deny it, and the cap comes in quickly there for Simba.
It does. There's the first round on the board for the Portuguese team, and looking very tight. They just lost it a little bit there on the second point. Aurora Esports not quite managing to pick up enough frags there, although they did manage to pick up the medic of San Alex. So we're going to our second mid-fight. We'll see how it works out. Again, Jack Frost favouring the conventional rollout there onto the health pack at the bottom. Simba playing very aggressively on the top is going to take a lot of damage. Alex with a big bomb up does hit a nice air shot onto Viacon, but just knocks him back onto the crate, so he's still got a decent position up there. Both of the scouts are down for Aurora Esports. That's going to put the Portuguese team in a great position to move forward. A little air shot there by Alex. It might have splashed on the wall behind him actually to take down Viacon. And with 3 players down, only 3 left for Aurora Esports. They're going to have to get back.
Yeah, that was an interesting middle. We saw the Portuguese scouts just going forward and really intimidating Aurora Esports. They were unable to jump against the scouts. Their demo man wasn't able to react in time to focus him, but meanwhile this Uber trade comes in between left and right side of the yards, but Aurora have lost 2. Demo, medic and soldier all down here. Only Viacon and Sergeant Ninja Cat remain alive, but they're doing work here. Viacon with the 2k, San Alex and Edward down. That's combo crushed, but they have taken their eyes off the point, and as such the door is wide open to last. Alex, Simba and Ozga going straight for that point. They know how to win TF2 games. You don't have to get the frags, you don't have to keep your medic alive, you just need to cap the point.
Yeah, and again, a very similar situation where Aurora Esports able to pick up the med, but sacrificing a few too many people for it. A bit of a messy fight on second, and they're just not able to control last because of it. So third mid-fight, 5 minutes have gone. We've seen a few Uber exchanges, and the Portuguese team coming out on top of some of them. Aurora Esports just need to keep players alive and maybe not sacrifice as many people as they have been currently. The Portuguese team playing down the right-hand side for the moment, but they've lost a scout very early on. They've lost their the enemy demo man though gets taken. It's both of the scouts down front. The Portuguese team now going incredibly aggressive, but they've taken so much damage here. Edward actually gets a frag onto Sergeant Ninja Cat to equalise the scout disadvantage a little. Viacon jumps up onto that crate and gets taken down with a counter jump by Alex. Rainbow Milk takes a bit of a hit. He's down to 12 health, does get the Uber popped off. Alex goes down in return for that, but San Alex has his Uber charge still up there and is going to be able to hold on to it, but he's disconnected from his demo man. This could be bad times here for San Alex. He's had to use his Uber charge. He is actually with the rest of his team now. The players that were previously hiding in yard come to his assistance, and now we're going to see a fight in yard. Looks like the Portuguese team really want to push this left and attempt a team fight. The Demoman of Jack Frost getting juggled up in the air, but they do pick up the frag onto the Soldier of Edward. Oh, and Oscar trying to make a play there onto Rainbow Milk, gets him down to half health, but does get picked up. That's a 2-player advantage. This is where Aurora Esports need to get into the driving seat, really push forward into mid here. Nice to get another frag onto the scout, but Alex is going to drop in from behind. He picks up Rainbow Milk. He's got a lot of damage onto other players as well. He may have just saved this push for his team.
Huge plays there coming up. We're dropping down from that upper entrance on the rump room. So deadly. Gets that medic pick, and even though they're probably going to lose control at this point, we will see Comunidade, Portuguese, a New Wave Edition sitting here with a strong advantage. They're already finding one frag on entry. Effect, the scout for Aurora Esports, overextending there. Shadow Storm's hiding above. He's going to drop down, but already San Alex has popped off, but he has managed to separate TX, the Demoman, but TX with the critical sticky there, managing to kill off Shadowburn, or Shadow Storm, god damn it, before he could connect his rocket. And Oscar's going to chase ahead there and kill off Rainbow Milk, but that was a complete wipe. Effect was first to die. He's just respawned, got that forward spawn, runs into TX, but he's got protection there. Edwards here, there's more forward spawns coming in, but they're already being...
just nice.
Sergeant Ninja Cat from spawn with the sniper, going to dome Demoman TX, so this opens things up. Perhaps we could see a push before Uber comes in if Aurora Esports want to get aggressive and try and use that, the fact that their combo is behind and that the Demoman is down for the Portuguese. But it seems like they're just going to watch their combo die from spawn, or from last. Now they have to weather this Uber storm here, Sideshow, but it's looking grim.
It really is. Only 3 players left alive for Aurora Esports. The Uber has come in for Portuguese team. They've got the frag onto San Alex and Edward, but all of those players on the point and only Jack Frost left to defend it. He's not going to be able to hold them off, even with all of the damage at his disposal. He's not quite able to hold that off, and just a little bit unfortunate there for Aurora Esports. They were caught off by the fact that the Portuguese team pushed so hard from that mid fight. From the mid capture, sorry, so that, to the point where they were spawn camping them in the forward spawn. So
I need to see Shadow Storm and Biocon jumping on this mid, and Shadow Storm is going to jump forward. Previously both soldiers were just spamming from the corner, but they're going to abuse that height now. They've got Alex isolated there. It's a 2-on-1, but Edward steps in, kills off Effect. Shadow Storm's going to go down as well, and Aurora Esports are still continuing to push forward here. Even though they're short on numbers, they're able to control the territory here, these choke points on middle, and they're actually bullying the Portuguese players out. This could be just a really smart play here. They have managed to intimidate them enough. Even though they were 2 men down, they just walked forward there, took control of those choke points and made it really difficult, and that was a strong positional play there.
It definitely was, and now they're going to be pushing into yard here. The Ubers are going to be up for both teams, but they've managed to get in through that choke point. It's it looks like Simba gets fragged pretty quickly there. I'm not sure what was going on, but they lose their Demoman. Unfortunately, Rainbow Milk decides not to pop his Uber off to save the Demoman there, but he's flashed his Uber around on everybody as well, so their Uber's going to run out very quickly. It does look like they've got their team in a better position though to do damage, as long as they sort out Oscar from behind. A nice me shot there by Effect, doing more than 100 damage with that single scattergun just to take down the scout that was bothering his medic from behind. There's a sticky trap above this door though. If they manage to prod in too far, TX has got his eye on it. He's laid out his stickies in a beautiful arrangement above this door, and he's looking for a frag as soon as someone pokes their nose in a little too far. Oh, Effect was poking his nose in through the lunchbox area and got destroyed by Simba and Alex. And now they look like they're in 2 minds. They don't know whether to bait out the push from Aurora Effect or try and use that pick that they got to move forward. Looks like they will just hold this point for now. They're just going to be exchanging spam for a while, let the Ubers come into the equation, and then we'll see an Uber v Uber exchange on second, most likely.
Oh, they're coming in from that Z connector. They're going to be bringing in the single Uber of their Demoman, but Jack Frost is too far forward there, or his medic was slightly slower, and the Uber pop came in too late. Demoman dropped on entry, but Alex the Rumor's gone down on the flank. Edwards just bullying Shadow Storm here out in this left-hand yard on the attacking perspective. Manages to get that frag, and he's wondering where are the rest of Aurora Esports, but little does he know they're up there in that lunchbox. They've been in the garage, they're dropping down, and they're going for the back cap now. This could be absolutely deadly. This is the round they've been waiting for. It's 3-0 right now, but Aurora Esports are on the cusp of pushing on to last with this huge backcap play. They just need to run for it. They're beginning running to Ozga here on the respawn. San Alex is running back. He's got his needles out. He's doing his best. Ozga gets one frag, but can't get the second. Sergeant Ninja Cat and Rainbow Milk combined there, and they're going to get it.
Really nice play by them, putting it to a 3-1 scoreline. They're back in it. There's 19 minutes remaining. There's more than enough time for them to come back into this and even take the lead. So Aurora Esports starting to get a grip on the game. They had a nice mid-fight last time. We'll see if they can do something similar this time. I'll be watching the rollout here from Jack Frost again, going onto the health pack. TX doing exactly the same thing. With Jack Frost getting a little bit slower, but with more HP. They're both teams pretty much doing the exact same thing here, but it's Alex and Oscar who are going to pick up the first frag onto Sergeant Ninja Cat. Viacon trying to make something else happen. Alex with the big bomb in, tries to get onto Rainbow Milk, and Oscar combines to pick up the med there for the German team. Only one player left alive for them. Shadowstorm backing it out through choke. We'll see whether he attempts to make a play onto... Oh no, San Alex is already dead. I missed that Admirable. But
yeah, Effect going huge there. Coming in behind just at the same time as San Alex was going down, or Rainbow Milk was going down. He came in and got that pick. Then he managed to clean up Alex as well, but that's just bought them a little bit of time here to hold on to last. And look at the respawn here, in fact, from Rainbow Milk going straight for that crits Krieg. They have no intention of holding last. They're going to be pushing here within the next 40 seconds, Sideshow.
Indeed, it looks like Shadowstorm was hiding on that second point. Does get taken by Edward. Edward currently at the top of his scoreboard with 3 DOMs, doing absolute large amounts of work for his team. But the scouts from the Portuguese team playing up top, he gets another frag onto the scout, and they're just going to be pushing in without this uber charge. They're using their player advantage just to bully their way in here. They'll have to be careful that the respawns don't come in, but they've got all of the frags here. The medic desperately trying to get some uber swords to get the uber into the equation, but they've brought the score to 4-1. A nice push there. They were just let in a little too easily on the right hand side though, I think.
Yeah, I think that was complacency there from Aurora Esports. They just assumed that the Portuguese weren't going to push until they had their uber charge, but took their eye off it for a second there and got punished. And as you say, that man advantage, you know, one man, one pick is definitely enough to push on, because you're automatically putting yourself in an advantageous situation. But onto this fifth mid fight, 4-1 here to Comunidade Portuguese. But Aurora Esports still have more in the tank. Jack Frost is being pressured unbeknownst to him by Alex. He had his back turned, but does eventually go down. Alex goes down as well though, and Aurora Esports seem unconvinced that they want to commit to this middle. Shadowstorm's coming in from behind though. He's on to San Alex. Oh, he's whiffed 2 rockets there, haven't hit a first.
Oh, he's 4 HP! Oh my goodness, what a serve from San Alex. 4 HP in midair. He would have definitely crated had he not landed on that crate on mid, so great play by him. Both of the Ubers in effect here, but big player advantage for the Portuguese team, and they're going to be moving forward. They've got enough time to fight an Uber fight on second here and allow their spawners to come back into the fight, so that's what they do. They're taking this this 3v3 Uber fight actually. The Uber's getting spread around a lot. San Alex gets a saw onto Sergeant Ninja Cat, and the med goes down for Aurora Esports. They do lose Edward in that fight and Simba now, but they pick up a frag on Viacon as well. Aurora Esports seem like they don't know whether to go in and use the health that they do have to try and make a play onto San Alex. Oh, San Alex down to 4 health with the final rocket just as he dies. Shadowstorm manages to pick him up, and this is a great play by Aurora Esports, really using that aggression to pick up the second point.
Oh, Oscar's going to try and contest that 1-2 punch of Sergeant Ninja Cat and Effect, but goes down. So they're continuing to hemorrhage players here in different spawn times, and this can be really difficult. It makes it really hard for your team because you're always at least a man down here. And Simba's playing dangerously, scouting ahead there, getting information for his team, but just about survives on half health there as he runs back to middle. But they're about to get a rude awakening here. Alex is up top. He doesn't realise until the sticky's on him already. Can't jump back there, and he goes down instantly. Viacon and Jack Frost combining. The scouts are swarming around on the low ground as well. Sharks swimming around there waiting for anyone to fall off the crates, but already you see the rest of the new wave Comunidade Portuguese to back it out. They're in the yard. They're trying to take up a defensive position here, but they know that they're an uber disadvantage. San Alex just about makes it in that roller door, and the blue wave continues to roll forward. Aurora Esports, they're hungry for frags and they have Uber advantage. This is it. This is their moment to push. They've already killed Ozga again, another per death, leaving his team short-handed, not only behind in Uber but behind in men. But Aurora are sort of slow to push here. I don't think they recognise the significance of this Uber advantage, but they're getting ready to go now. They're very aware of sticky traps. They're moving forward. There's stickies above in the red sign, but Jack Frost is going to walk through. The Uber comes in, and the counter Uber comes in immediately from San Alex. He managed to get it up in time, and Aurora Esports have lost 3 players behind. 4, in fact. Their combo of Sergeant Ninja Cat and Rainbow Milk are backing out here, but that push went pretty disastrously, Sideshow.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, and it still didn't go as badly as it could have done. Those stickies above the point from TX could have killed everybody at one point, but he just wasn't keeping his eye on them and didn't manage to get any frags with them. Even so, it went fairly well for the Portuguese team as they're moving forward here. Edward doing a lot of work pressuring out the German team. The Ubers are going to be equal, both teams on about 50%. But I have a feeling that it's going to be Comunidade Portuguesa who are going to be moving forward here with this pick advantage, or with this pick that they have. Both teams playing 5v5 at the moment currently.
Yeah, we see Aurora Esports taking a peek into the ramp room here. Alex spots them out. He's going to be able to communicate to his team that the push is imminent, but Aurora think twice about it. They're going to back out here, they're going to regroup, and they're going to get healed up. Whenever your health is bad, you know, you're putting yourself at a little bit of a disadvantage, but Effect is going to go in there and slay Simba just on the flank. But as medic, you know, you're looking to buff your team here to get as much health as possible, and you want usually at least one player who's fully buffed that can sort of take damage and tank a little bit and make the space for the rest of your team if you're in a sticky situation. But right now Jack Frost is very weak, and that's going to force the pop out. It was Ozga. Oh, San Alex, the medic buddy, huge drop there. Didn't see Effect coming all the way around there, and that was incredible. Aurora Esports are finding that next gear. They're up in their game here, Sideshow.
They absolutely are. Almost completely a wipe there. Simba the only one to spawn. He's currently contesting Jack Frost on the point. Actually, they've got to be careful that they don't lose their demo man, but Simba does go down. So everybody down there at 1 point for the Portuguese team, and a big Uber advantage for Rainbow Milk. They're going to be facing a sniper though from Ozga on this right hand side from the defender's perspective. So if anybody opens that shutter door there or peeks through that top area, he's going to have a good angle on them to be able to rip their head off with a tasty bullet. Simba also running the heavy as well, a great defensive class that a lot of teams use as a defensive class because he can be buffed up to 450 health. Takes so much effort to take him out when he's being healed by the medic. So they're just going to
got a surprise here.
Oh, has he got a Kritzkrieg? Oh, he does. But Rainbow Milk's going to be coming in with the rest of his team now with the Uber charge. They need to focus down San Alex before he gets his Kritzkrieg. They have Uber through his right hand side. As San Alex and his team push through top, so they've crits behind them actually. They haven't got any frags, and it looks like Aurora Esports might just be able to cap off the point before they do anything. Possibly a poor decision there from San Alex to go behind, but I think they were just trying to dodge the Uber charge and come up behind them with the crits. But a nice read from Aurora Esports, just seeing that the point was open, diving on it to get the round.
How often do you see that happening now, where a team ends up with crits on last and they're trying to push out and they just get like 2 ships passed them in the night there? They were totally unaware of each other, but it worked out in favour of Aurora Esports, and they've taken it to a 2-round game here. They're closing the gap, and they're in here on this 7th middle. Jack Frost trying to spam damage up top and control that high ground for his team, but it's both sides lose their scouts. TX goes down in fact for the Portuguese side. Alex is in deep onto the combo here. He set up a few players for Oscar to try and finish off. He's going to step in and kill off Viacon, but now Jack Frost and Rainbow Milk are thinking twice. They're going to back out. They're going to just make sure they get that charge up and keep their medic alive, and that's something I've seen from Rainbow Milk throughout the game. Even though their middles haven't always been the greatest, he's done a good job of staying alive. And you're going to see Shadowstorm jump up there and get rocked by Edward. Big air shot. Uber's about to be traded on middle. Edward coming in with San Alex and popping off onto Jack Frost and Rainbow Milk, but the fact that the red team control middle means that they're going to spawn a little bit closer to this fight, so this is sort of a losing situation here for Aurora. They need to find frags quickly and go huge, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out for them. They just lost their demo and their medic, Sergeant Ninja Cat, the scout, going down as well. Effects trying to find a frag here to just make the best of a bad situation, but he won't be able to. Viacon's walking forward, but to his certain death, he's going to have to step back there, Sideshow.
It doesn't look like he's going to. He does manage to trade actually with a scout, so made the best of a bad situation there, I think. And it's going to be Comunidade Portuguese, a new wave edition that storm through here. They've got a huge Uber advantage to push last with as well. They do have their Uber up now. I don't think they'll wait for their scout, they'll just go all the way in already. Shadowstorm's going to be holding up top. Might manage to trade with Alex there. No, it does actually go down along with Effect the scout, and we have a pause, Admirable.
Just a tiny pause. We had one in that previous game that didn't last for long, so you know. I'm expecting
the action to be coming back fairly soon.
I'm not going to dwell on it other than to point out that Edward is in fact riding an invisible bicycle whilst Ubered there. One of those giant... What do you call those giant bikes, like the penny farthing?
The penny farthing.
Juggling balls as well, I believe. But it's looking pretty grim in this sort of diorama of death we got going on here. Aurora Esports are 2 players down. They don't have an Uber charge, and they are facing invulnerable players. I think Viacon is in big trouble. She's almost certainly dead, but Sergeant Ninja Cat coming out of the roller door. Is he going back to spawn to change class? I'm not sure. He is playing sniper at the minute. Could potentially whip out 4 headshots here. But that remains to be seen, Sideshow.
It does. I think he will be going back to spawn to change to scout. I think he was just trying to get a headshot as they came in without being Ubered. He's got a little while to go back to spawn, change that scout and run out onto the field to contest them as soon as this Uber charge runs out. It's interesting. Only 3 players are really in for the Portuguese team. Shadowstorm did a good job at kind of delaying Alex for a long time, and both of the scouts of Oscar and Simba had only just spawned and got into the fight, so they're still in the garage area, so they're still on second. So if Aurora Esports can manage to dodge this Uber and not actually lose anybody to it, they've still got a fairly decent chance at holding this point, as long as they don't get destroyed by the spawners. They may have to pick up a frag after the Uber charge if they really want to hold on to this, but it's going to be tough either way. Another thing to note is that Rainbow Milk's actually running Crits Creek, so if it manages to be a really delayed, long fight to hold this last point, that could come into play.
Or he gets, you know, like 3 Uber saws and survives and pops off crits just to clutch it for his team. I got an update here from the Triangle guys. Call Me Tim and Humanist Says are letting me know that they lost their last game, so they've officially been put out of the tournament. They didn't make it through to the knockouts, so we're not going to be able to cast their game at all. I guess we'll have to cast the game in season 20 or something to make up for it.
Yeah, good idea.
I'll run pause here. Oh, Edward pops Viacon up in the air and sends him to the spawn queue with another air shot, and immediately the frag's coming in straight into that Aurora Esports combo went the Portuguese players, and a big wipe coming out and a round on the board, and they've made it a 3-round game again. It's 5-3 here in favour of Comunidade, the Portuguese, a new wave edition. But Aurora Esports, they've demonstrated they can put rounds on the boards. There's still 8 minutes left. They can do it for sure, Sideshow.
Yeah, they've got an opportunity here as they go into their 9th mid-fight. It's going to be tough. It looks like TX is putting some early roller spam down on the combo of Aurora Esports. Shadowstorm, the first casualty, just a little too far ahead of his team, and I'm watching Oscar as he flanks around here, but my TF2 has crashed. Keep us updated, Admirable.
Oh, Sergeant Ninja Cat seemed to time out as well there, but he got shreked mid-air. Viacom's trying to work the high ground here, and Jack Frost is going to bomb in. He's laying down stickies, but Edward turns around and demolishes him. Viacon still spamming those rockets. He's got San Alex down at 30, but just didn't have another one loaded. Couldn't get that medic pick. And Aurora Esports are only 5 players on the server right now. That's probably what the pause was about. I'm sure whenever 90 seconds passes, we'll be reconnected. The pause being asked for there by Jack Frost, but that was a convincing middle there from the Portuguese. They're going to move forward here with a full Uber advantage. Effects trying his best not to die in that garage. He's backing out, regrouping with his team here. Oh, Rainbow Milk and Jack Frost are playing with fire here. They're holding quite close to these Ubered players. Rainbow Milk somehow gets out despite being pressured hard there by Oscar. And again, Aurora Esports are in a situation where they're holding last 2 players down. and it's going to be Alex jumping in high, drawn attention towards the point once his teammates walk in and just shoot the backs of Aurora Esports, who've just been reunited with Sergeant Ninja Cat, who's back on the server now, but they're going to feel a bit bitter about that. A sort of cheap round there, but they have made it 6-2, and this is match point right now for our Portuguese team. Comunidade Portuguese, a new wave edition. We're going to the 9th middle here, Sideshow.
We are, and Edward again topping the scoreboard still. He's having a hell of a game, doing incredibly well. Aurora Esports though still have time to pull this back. Definitely still have time to avoid the 5 win difference, but it currently looks like it's TX that's holding very passively the Devilman as Alex goes forward. He's on to Rainbow Milk. He's completely pushed him out of middle, and they have picked up the frag onto the, well, 4 players down now for Aurora Esports. It's not looking good for them. Everybody goes down without a single frag going the other way. It's a full wipe and an absolute goose egg for Aurora Esports, not able to take down anybody from the the Portuguese team.
Shadowstorm's going to jump out, but it could be all in vain. Labour's been popped off by St. Alex, but there's players there capping as well, and they are going to get that 7th round to make it a difference of 5 rounds. The mercy rule has been activated, and it will be Comunidade Portuguesa, a new wave edition, that are crowned winners of this fixture, and I think that's going to seal their route into the knockouts. Rest in peace Triangle, they didn't make it. I'm not sure how this is going to affect our German team here, Aurora Esports. You were looking at their history. Have they made the cut? Yep. Are they top 2?
They are. They were guaranteed top 2 after this anyway, because both of the teams managed to. Well, they had one team that folded and one team that had lost to both of these, so they were guaranteed to go through to the knockouts either way. It was just whether they could do it by being top of their groups, which the Comunidade Portuguesa New Wave Edition managed to do. They are top of Group 2 and sail into the knockouts undefeated. Aurora Esports, though, just managing to hang in there, do manage to make it through to the knockout stages, so we'll be seeing them again.
Look at this Edward kid, what a beast on pocket. 433 damage per minute. 11k in 26 minutes played, 40 frags, insane. Ozga as well, 29 frags there coming in just behind him. And Alex dancing around all over the place on the Aurora Esports side. A solid performance coming up from Jack Frost. I thought he maybe didn't have a lot of support on middle, but he was getting there fast and at least giving his team a fighting chance. And Rainbow Milk as well did a great job of staying alive, like only 4 less deaths than St. Alex despite losing, 7-2.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think Oscar, we would be singing his praises had he not been outshined by his pocket of Edward. That's a really good game by Oscar, going 29 for 14 and
especially
6.5 damage. Yeah,
it's a map a lot of scouts struggle with because it's sort of different. It prioritizes different things like staying alive and controlling the high ground rather than like trying to flank ahead through these narrow hallways where you're likely to die. So you have to sort of take a different approach, but he seems to have it on lockdown already. Probably the great buddy work of St. Alex, who might get in here for a little chat. That would be a good idea, right?
That would be great, Admirable, if you can manage to wangle that. Yeah. And I'm having a look at the raffles as well. The current raffle has 12 minutes to go. They're raffling off a big kill and some earbuds. So I think that's the final raffle of the day there from Gilles. So that's good stuff by him. Another 12 minutes to enter that raffle though, guys, to win. I don't know whether it's a big kill. Oh yes, it is. It's a big kill or the earbuds. So there's 2 winners for this raffle. One of you will get the big kill. One of you will get the earbuds. So interesting stuff.
Roger that. Entering raffle now. I already have a set of earbuds, but I don't have a big kill. So
look at you, Mr. Rich Boy.
I'm laying claim to that. I've invited St. Alex to join us. I'm not sure if he's realised I've messaged him yet, but he has the info. And hopefully we'll talk to him and hear his thoughts on the tournament so far. But if you've just joined us here on teamfortress.tv, you've missed the last game of the evening here in this first TF2 Centre Archimedes Cup sponsored by Scrap.tf group stages. But as soon as the admins have everything sorted out, and on Tuesday we're going to be casting the knockout stage, and that is where the tournament progresses from the groups into the brackets. And I believe it's going to be single elimination, so every game is super important. If you lose, you're out. It's high stakes, and you know, they're going to be sorting the wheat from the chaff, Sideshow.
They will indeed. So that's Tuesday night, catch us then, and then we're going to be on Sunday as well. Is that next Sunday and the Sunday after? I'm not sure exactly when it is. Admirable, fill us in. I'm very unorganised compared to you.
Yeah, so next Sunday is going to be the quarters and semis will be played next Sunday, and it's only going to be 2 rounds, I think, because it will be best of 3, as I understand. And then the grand final, since the schedule was bumped back like 1 day, the grand final is as yet unscheduled, but it'll be sometime after that. It has to be played like the start of February, I believe, 2nd of February or something. So they've got a week to play it at some point there, but we'll of course be casting all these rounds coming up, the knockouts, the quarters, the semis, the grand final, as we continue down this journey to see who is going to claim that €1,000 prize. I've got a response from San Alex, who says he's coming. I see Skeege up there lurking in Mumble, but he's clearly here for the other cast. San Alex has arrived. I'll just drag him in here. Hello, San Alex.
Hello.
They just dragged you in there, man. We watched your game there. It was an impressive display there from your team Comunidade, Portuguese, New Wave Edition.
Thanks. We practice a lot, so.
How did you? What did you know about your opponents, Aurora Esports, before you went into the game?
Nothing, to be honest.
And like things seemed to be going well for you at the start. You took the first 3 rounds, 3-0. Then you had a little slip up there. You got back capped. Has that been a problem for you? Is that something that you've had trouble with?
Yeah, actually, I said to the flank, you need to go left side. We are going right, but I don't know what happened, and we got back at.
You guys had crits, and you were trying to push out and make a big play. Was that the one?
Yeah.
That was the second.
That was like a complete. Yeah, that was a mess. We tried to go for the surprise crits, but
we've all been there. There. You want to make the huge crits play, but you've left your point wide open. You've got some more team members here as well. Will we drag these guys in too?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. We're joined then by more players from the new wave. We've got Simba, Alex, and Edward. Edward, we were impressed by your stats there. You had like over 400 damage per minute, 40 frags.
Yeah, thanks.
You're a bit of a beast, and are you like the new hunter, the new coins?
I used to be a big fan of coins and hunter.
Yeah, obviously a high caliber of players.
Too bad they don't play anymore. It's a shame.
This Alex guy, I'm gonna have to mute his ass. Oh, there we go. Somebody done it. Sideshow stepping in there. So have you won all your games then in your group then, San Alex?
Yeah.
Is that as you expect it? You said you've been practicing a lot. Have you guys got a high expectation for the tournament?
So, yeah, exactly.
You're gonna win? You're going for that grand final?
Yeah, we'll try. Yeah, I guess. But so far, we are going to join season 20. We are going to try to compete in there too. And the team is going well.
We just want the medals.
What?
Just kidding.
Son Alex, are you going to stay with the team then? I know you're the buddy.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, I think probably yes. But Alex can play with us. I'm going roamer. We're going to make some changes, but yeah, we are going to stay together.
Does it ever get confusing having a player called San Alex and Alex in the same team?
It is.
Actually, we have another Alex. Osga is Alex too.
Yeah. Osga is called Alex in real life, I think.
So we have 3 Alex in the same team.
And each game you play here, you're obviously getting more and more experience. So from the group stages, what are the the lessons you've learned. What have you learned as a team? What are you going to work on as you move towards the knockouts on Tuesday?
Okay, I think in the flanks we are really better. I used to get like fragged by scouts or demo men from behind Romer. It was a big mess, but now it's great. I think they are watching the flanks, and that's what I want. So
But what about that one drop there? You got flanked hard. Didn't see
actually,
that coming.
I didn't pop because I wasn't expecting a scout behind. But yeah, I know
This
this
Alex
stuff happens. I can't say nothing. Yeah.
Your Romer, Alex, it's like, you know, whenever people call in on radio shows, Sideshow, and it's they don't turn the radio down and you keep hearing the feedback. Turn your speakers off, man. So I was impressed. Yeah, we knew you'd be good. We didn't know what to expect from Aurora Esports, but we were pleasantly surprised when they managed to get 2 rounds from you. But at some point there, you guys just went ham. Edward bringing out the air shots as well. Alex as well, in fact. I'm looking at the logs.
I think I got a little bit lucky.
A little bit lucky. Can't be lucky all the time, man. But yeah, we've been impressed. I'm glad you reached out to us on Reddit and we managed to get your game casted. Sideshow, what are your thoughts right now?
My thoughts?
On what in particular, Admirable? I have lots of thoughts.
You got any questions, you know, as we move towards the end of the show?
How do you guys feel going into the rest of it? Have you been playing against other teams that aren't in the Archimedes Cup, like to practice? Have you been playing against, other teams that are playing in the season?
Yeah, we played against some Archimedes Cup, Archimedes teams, and we did well. Actually, we lost against Joey team. But I don't know. I don't know if that team is legal because the ETF12 said it wasn't legal, but now it's legal again. I don't know. But yeah,
what's this? Is there some drama?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't
know.
We lost like 5-0 to Joey team in a practice game, okay? And I saw in the ETF12 said that team was illegal, but they are playing. They are still playing with the same players. And
what team is it?
It's like that Smile team. Wait, it's in Group 1, and it's the top team.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
The smiley face. Yeah, it's the smiley face, exactly. Maybe
they got you in UFC.
Yeah, maybe they proved that their players were legal. I don't know, but wait.
You're scared of them, man. You think they're too good.
No, man, I'm fine. I like Joey. I think
we can do this.
Of course, Joey is not like he's not staking the team whatsoever. But I don't know.
As far as I can see, it all looks legit.
I know, but look.
Match fixing scandal about to break here, live on air. But there is €1,000 at stake. Of course, there's that extra €200 raffle that'll be going ahead for teams that complete all their games in this cup and stay the course of season 20. You guys say you're going to play season 20, so you could win the €1,000 and that as well. You could just clean up all together.
Exactly.
But Gilles, what's the current state? Oh, is Gilles here? No, he's disappeared. I was going to ask him what's the state of the raffles, but I think we've completed all the raffles for tonight, Sideshow. We've completed all our games for tonight too.
Good luck for the winners.
It's time to end proceedings.
Indeed it is. So we're back on Tuesday with more from the Sunshine, not Sunshine, what on earth am I talking about? Archimedes Cup, and we will then be on Sunday as well. It's all happening this week, so catch us then. If you haven't had enough of your fix of TF2 for the day, then over on our second stream, Team Fortress TV 2, they are still currently streaming the knockouts of the Sunshine Cup. So that's the top level of TF2 going on right there. So they're currently getting dwarfed in viewers by us because we're the big boys with the big tournament. But the actual really high level TF2 is going on that stream right now, covered by Turbo Tabs, Mana, and Ari. So if you want to head over there, just add another 2 on the end of your on the end of your URL at the moment and get whisked away over there, and you can catch even more TF2 action this afternoon or this evening.
Yeah, I get the feeling their game might be over, or at least they're doing interviews. I see Archimedes and Skeege in there. But for us here on teamfortress.tv, this is the end. Shout out to my co-caster Sideshow, Suyooo, doing the stream work there. Flawless. Gio, he was in with us for the raffles and raffles. We didn't get anyone in from TF2 Centre. We had Kelty briefly, but he sounded very scared. We've had delightful interviews from the guys at Triangle. Humana Says was in. Rest in peace, their tournament dreams, he didn't make it. And of course, all these guys in here from Comunidade, Portuguese, a New Wave edition. Alex, Edward, Ozga, San Alex, and Simba. Congratulations to them. And we look forward to watching your progress in the tournament. But as Sideshow says, come back on Tuesday if all you care about is this Archimedes Cup. But there's so much other TF2 stuff going on. You should just go ahead and bookmark teamfortress.tv and you can be kept abreast of what's going on. That's going to be it. Give you guys a chance to make some shout outs. You know, you got an opportunity for spreading internet love here.
I'm done. To the Portuguese community and to everyone, basically, that watch the game and supports competitive. And that's it.
Let's hope it grows.
I'll give a big shout out to ETF12, TF2 Centre and Scrap.tf for making this magic happen. Kakaltu for providing me with all the server information and stuff. And Arian for stepping up to stream that other game tonight, or that other tournament. But you'll be able to watch those VODs and stuff on YouTube, youtube.com/teamfortress.tv. We'll get these VODs up too. There'll be just so many VODs you won't know what to do. But that's going to be it for tonight. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. I'm Eckstein.